after the collapse of the market.
Are you videoing?
Where are the eggs going? What fan you got? Turn the fan on.
Oh my goodness. No.
Turn the fan on.
There it is. It's Sunday morning.
Watch out, Mavis is cooking.
Hey, come on. Turn the fan on.
And this is the way when everyone's got to help cooking. And as you see, it's total chaos.
I mean, what are we going to smoke the eggs?
Everyone's got to...
Get the fire extinguisher.
Mavis is cooking. Holy moly, let me
Here, you take the eggs.
Where's it at?
I'll get out of the way. These guys, they got to burn us down here.
I'm going to get out of the way too, boys. You
Oh, man.
As you can see, it's chaos every morning here when it's breakfast time. And even though the doors are open to clear out the smoke when they burn everything. Okay. Okay.
Just take this picture here.
Oh,
This
the
came
picture?
from the farm, and Ken had it framed for Mavis. A little piece. Everybody will remember that picture. Isn't that nice? It's beautiful.
The kitty cats.
Yeah. Okay. That's all I wanted to show you.
Okay.
You could take them outside too.
And here's Mavis and Ken's bedroom.
Did you want to put it in the microwave?
Here it is. Sunday morning. This clear blue sky. There's the neighborhood. Here it's March. Let's see, March 7th it would be. A lot different from Minnesota. Full of snow up there.
Oh, you should get a picture of that?
Yep.
On the way out.
Now, Roger, when he ran for president, Murfreesboro was the capital of Tennessee.
Yep.
Oh.
Hear that about him?
No, we'll take care of that. Then anyway, the courthouse burned down. And they held all the presidential meetings in the Methodist church there. I think it was Methodist in Murfreesboro. And they moved the capital to Nashville temporarily. Once they did that, it
Never came back.
Never came back.
Just take a look at how they done it with the suspension and that thing. They got straps on it so they don't go too far. This here is all suspension. Don't get it. So it didn't shake. Okay, ready to go? 1831, that coach sold for $1,000. Think of that, what it would be to, man,
He used to.
equivalency today would be like the Liberals,
He used it many years after his retirement. Okay, this is Andrew Jackson's Hermitage house. This is the carriage drive where he drove the carriage up and let people off and on, I guess. It's beautiful. Okay.
That's the mansion there.
Oh, now take them, Mavis and I.
Just hang on.
That we're here. What should we say? Hurry up.
Oh, I don't know how to say anything.
I'll read this.
Okay.
There you are.
We're the tour guides. The Hermitage property ranged in size from 425 acres at its purchase in 1804 to 1,000 acres at Jackson's death in 1845. Chief cash crop was cotton, but the farm was nearly self-sufficient, growing its own food. Farm animals included pigs, which provided the main meat for the Jacksons and their slaves, sheep for wool, a dairy herd, and a herd of horned cattle for the occasional family beef. Jackson also maintained a nationally renowned racing and breeding stable. The entire range of farm tasks was performed by slaves, a population numbering about 140 in the 1840s.
Wow.
That's the end of this part.
Mm-hmm.
That is something.
That's the road they came in on and carriage.
And he was the 7th president.
This is the magnolia tree. It's a southern, as far as I know, it's in the south. It's very extensive. Many people here now still have them on their land. They still buy them. They still plant them. And in 1998, a windstorm came through here and destroyed many different kinds of trees, 1,200 of them.
Do y'all have any questions on anything that you've seen or heard so far? Okay. Well, the house as you see it today is done in the 1837 Greek Revival style manner. The whole point is just to make the house look as much as possible like a Greek temple, which you'll be seeing inside and out with the influences. No one but the Jacksons ever lived here. They turned the home into a museum in 1889. So as you go through, almost everything that you're seeing is original. These are 1830s pieces picked out by the general's daughter-in-law, Sarah, and in a few cases by the general himself. That actually does make us, of course, a very unique home. Not too many 1830s homes, let alone presidential homes, have as much as we have. So just as you go through to protect and preserve this, we ask that you please stay on the brown commercial carpeting. Please avoid the wood floors, the wallpaper, and the furniture. And of course, no photography or filming is allowed inside. As you go through the house, you'll have 3 or 4 different guides, all dressed in costume of the day. 1830s and 40s ladies and gentlemen's clothes. Once you get outside the house tour is about 15 minutes, but once you exit the house, pretty much the rest of the property is open, as much as you'd like to go see it. The house tour really is the only guided part of the property. Of course, the garden's right over here. A few things are starting to...
The backyard of the mansion, it was built between 1819 and 1821.
I'm going to send it to Tina and Greg. I'm going to send one to Tony.
Fire ravaged the Hermitage in 1834, destroying the upper story and seriously damaging the ground floor rooms. Although many federal features remain in the rebuilt house completed in 1836, the new Hermitage was a strong statement of the fashionable Greek revival style. We just toured this house. It was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. They had people dressed in costume telling about it. Now we're going to the slave cabin.
This is where the slaves stayed.
See, that's one thing.
This is a slave cabin.
Let's see if I can kind of see in there. There we go. Close.
It's called Alfred's cabin. Alfred, a slave, lived here until he died.
Oh, he is a reflection of me.
Yeah.
It's called the Cabin by the Spring. I don't know what's in there, but we'll find out in a sec. That little building down there. We'll get back to that later. Okay, the first Hermitage was built over there, and they're gonna build a replica, probably, I guess.
The barn?
And that's where the first location was in relation to the. That's where the last one is. So they moved it.
Path to the first Hermitage. What's right there? Oh, see, it comes out here.
Now, this little building has a spring that starts right in it, apparently. See if I can get a look in there. See the water or not. I don't know if I can. Oh! Ooh!
That's the cancer flower, the daffodil.
I can kind of see water in there. This is the beginning of a spring, apparently.
Look on the other side of the building, Carl, then you see the rest of it.
This is where it comes out and forms the Mississippi, I think.
And that's where it comes
Ohio,
out.
you know.
And the spring just runs along.
Yeah. And take of the flowers, what are they again? Daffodils.
Okay.
Growing out here wild.
And daffodils.
They enlarged it, and then they can use it for cooling things.
I want to get a picture of you guys. Just stand over there, then I'll have
And
that
the spring flows that away. Alright.
Okay, this is part of the garden. Rachel Jackson loved to garden. She was a motherly, friendly type person who made family and friends feel very welcome. And she just was dearly loved by her husband. She was quite a woman.
This is the garden here, and the family cemetery, and there's where the main house was there. And they're not buried very far away from home. Let's go take a closer look at that.
Oh, yeah. Even my age, we get to.
Pretty nice on it today, but stuff is real out.
Yeah, that's one where Rachel is buried.
so yeah.
Oh, well, like a heat wave for y'all.
Yeah, the heat wave, yeah.
Got that little thing there. And that's where Jackson, Andrew Jackson. There. That's what the place looks like there. And there's the house way over there. Yeah, that's Uncle Alfred. He was a slave. Well, they'd be buried next to him, so they did.
Well, Uncle Alfred was a faithful servant of Andrew Jackson. He died when he was 98 years old. He lived here after President Jackson died, and he gave tours to people because people kept coming out here wanting to see the place. He was also a sharecropper after he won his freedom, and then he bought some of the furniture because the Jacksons, President Andrew Jackson's son, wasn't a very good businessman, and the Hermitage ladies fortunately were able to buy it back for him if they promised that he could be buried in the garden not far from President Jackson, and if they promised that he could have a real nice funeral in the big hall in the mansion. And that's what they did, and this is where he's buried.
Okay, we're walking to downtown Nashville. There's the Gaylord Entertainment Center there. That's where they play basketball and hockey and have concerts there. And the Ryman Auditorium's up further here.
Oh, yeah.
Bell South Tower here in Nashville. This is what downtown Nashville looks like now. Zoom down. It's a record shop. Some of the stores here. Gaylord Entertainment Center at the front of the building. Well, there go try to catch up with them, and hopefully I can find them.
Clean, you know, it was called, you know, it's really, you know, grew out of the church. And then, of course, then you got Willie Nelson and them boys that turned out to be renegades, and so they changed the whole.
Well, after the Grand Ole Opry shows, then they have another show. After the two shows, they have another show. It's all.
Now, folks, you see people out here on the street like these people, they come down here to be stars. And if you didn't hear that song a while ago, I wrote one about guys out here every day with his guitar case.
Sing us another there, Miss F.
I'm going to sing it for these folks.
Sing us another, yeah.
About the starving artist.
Oh, that's a good one. This is a good one.
Now, I came down to Nashville to make myself a star. I want to wear them nice on clothes, drive a big car. Tourists take my picture, and they tell me that I'm great. All day long I'm dreaming of money I'm gonna make. But I'm singing down Broadway with a big hole in my while singing here. And pretty soon I'll have enough to get myself a beer. Sometimes I think you just give up, go back to the farm. And then I think, one more week, can't do too much harm. So I'm singing down Broadway with a big hole in my shoe. I'm a starving artist, and I don't know what to do. And he's a starving artist, and he don't know what to do. When I go to the restaurant, and I take myself a seat, I ain't there just to be seen, I go there to eat. But I have a body picture and a lot of hard. I ain't eaten 2 days now, but I'm singing down with a big hole in the shoe. I'm a starving artist, and I don't know what to do. Hey, now he's a starving artist, and he don't know what to do. Someday I'll have a contract with a well-known record firm. I'll buy myself some brand new boots, have money left to burn. And after I become a star, I know where I'll go. I'll move away to Broadway, way out to music home. But I'm singing down Broadway with a big hole in my shoe. I'm a starving artist, and I don't know what to do. Hey, he's a starving artist, and he don't know what to do. I am a starving artist, and I don't know what to do.
Ryman Auditorium.
This is called the Union Gospel Tabernacle, 1904.
Oh. Yeah,
The
that's
tabernacle
really
was
something.
renamed the Ryman Auditorium in honor of Steve Sheldon. Steve Sheldon. Renamed this in his honor. Back then, he was very committed to the church and committed to and this thing was built for that purpose. I know already.
Couple of buildings here in downtown Nashville.
It's too bad.
And this is the front of the Ryman Auditorium.
Out of Louisiana. No, it came out of Louisiana. Yeah, the old Louisiana. Well, now that was the Louisiana hayride.
I did.
Oh.
You guys weren't paying attention.
Louisiana
He got
hayride.
you without
Okay.
posing. They weren't posing,
All
see?
right, we forgot to pose.
Making a pose? They got me already.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay.
Right? No posing.
Yeah, it's act normal.
Yeah, no poses, Roger.
No poses, just hop around.
You see him up there, Colonel?
See what?
There's a guy up there someplace.
Really?
On the tower. I don't know. I don't know how
I don't see anyone. There's the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum there. Zoom in and take a closer look. Fame and Museum. And that's where that is, right here in downtown Nashville. They're way ahead of me now, so I'm going to have to run to get back, catch up with them. Okay. There's the Hall of Fame. The football stadium's over that way, I think. It's over there, yes. You can kind of see lights. Where the Titans play. There's downtown where we just came from.